Scorpio, hello. Welcome to Coffee, Sage, and Tarot. This is going to be your weekly reading for March 31st through to April 6th. Please do keep in mind that these are general readings. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and reverse any energies as you see fit. Okay? Show me, Scorpio, please, for the week of March 31st through to April 6th. Show me, Scorpio, please, for the week of March 31st. Show me that Scorpio energy for the week of March 31st through to April 6th. Thank you. Show me, Scorpio, for the week ahead, please. Show me, Scorpio, show me, Scorpio, please. Thank you. All right. Interesting here. Well, the kings are out and they're not talking to each other. So we have that. And we have the Five of Cups here, right? So you're popping out here. And again, this idea of a little bit unsure. Okay? Are you coming or going? What are we? This feels stagnant. Okay? Confused. Seven of Cups. Page of Cups with the Nine of Wands in reverse here. Fatigued. It feels like a little bit of emotional fatigue here. I'm wondering if you're kind of overwhelmed with different possibilities here and you're not quite sure where to go, right? And this kind of does make sense. It's like, where are you going to direct your energy here? Where are these kings trying to go? Well, they're trying to leave each other, right? And we don't want that. We want them to be talking, right? But they're not. So it's almost like your energy isn't on the same page here, right? Seven of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Wheel of Fortune here. The wheel is a good sign, right? It kind of shakes things loose a little bit. Might not feel good in the moment, but it definitely does shake things loose that we need. Okay. Seven of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Cups here. Yeah, it just feels like there's some sort of blockage, right? It's almost like you're stopping yourself from seeing this Nine of Cups, from seeing this emotional success, this emotional stability here, right? Enjoying where you're sitting all to yourself, right? And I feel like that is something that's very important for Scorpio, right? I feel like it's part of that work that you do. It's like there's such a desire to be alone or really enjoying that time alone. But right now it seems for whatever reason you're kind of getting in your own way a bit, right? Or maybe focusing on things or lost in the possibility or getting too much in your head so that you can't really enjoy or you're not coming to that enjoyment, right? Wheel of Fortune again, this idea of kind of shaking that loose, okay? Show me a little bit more clarity for Scorpio here, please, for their week. Show me a little bit of clarity for Scorpio. There you are. You're here. Show me some clarity for Scorpio, please. Show me some clarity for Scorpio, please, for the week ahead. Let's see. Okay. So, I mean, this feels good on this side, right? So crossing the Page of Cups, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, along with that Six of Swords. This idea of perhaps thinking more practically, right? Moving your energy and moving your focus, not so much in your head, but being a little bit more grounded. This opportunity comes regardless of if we want it to or not, right? The aces are always presenting themselves. It's whether or not we're open to them. This Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it feels like it's still being handed to you. It's almost like it's being pushed down to you, pushed down to earth. And it's kind of saying, Scorpio, you're up here. You need to come down, right? So it doesn't feel like you're hiding from, perhaps, but the opportunity is coming anyway. It's saying, I'm here. Come to earth, right? Come to ground. Put your feet on the ground. Stop getting in your mind, right? And this idea that your energy wants to move that way, okay? Judgment here, showing up kind of outside of this work. It feels like judgment is overseeing this work. And what I mean by that is there is an awakening happening. There's a process that you're going through. And even if you're not necessarily clear on that process, what it is, what's happening, where do I go from here? Judgment is, your higher being is, right? Something is being awakened here, shaken loose. And again, if you're not quite sure, that's okay. You're manifesting and you're taking charge of the situation in the way that is necessary, right? So it feels like you've kind of recognized, okay, I'm at an impasse here. I'm not really sure where to go, how to navigate this. I'm going to ground myself. And I'm going to say, okay, I'm really tired of thinking in this confusion, right? Or not really knowing, okay, like, all right, I'm less here, more in your physical landscape. And that's what I'm seeing here. This idea of we're going to take it and focus on our physical landscape and what we can do there in an effort to gain some clarity energetically on where you're going, how you're feeling, putting your feet on the ground, right? And again, this idea, okay, we don't really know how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it, right? That star is showing up there. That goal that you have in mind, coming to terms with that, right? Let's see some more clarity here for Scorpio for the week of March 31st. Can you show me a little bit more for Scorpio's week ahead, please? Can you show me a little bit more for Scorpio's week ahead, heading into March 31st to the 6th? Showing up again on this side, right? And here. How funny is that, right? Putting an end to something happening within and focusing on your physical. Get grounded, right? Look at the things that you are doing in real time, right? Focus on, take stock of what you have in your physical landscape. So it could be, you know, you're not getting where you want to go, okay? This idea of these kings, they're not communicating, right? Your energy wants to go one way, your emotion wants to go another. Either way, you feel tied, right? Your feet aren't on the ground. You're not really sure what to do. You're not really feeling in your element here, right? You're not really sure energetically where to go. So the Ace of Pentacles is coming. Something is going to ground you this week and focus you, force focus you into kind of ending this kind of wheel spin, tail spin that you're doing, kind of getting lost in these clouds and saying, okay, let's focus on this. Then let's focus on this. Okay, now that's done. Let's focus on this. All right, cool. Now let's focus on this. It's like a to-do list, right? Feels like an energetic to-do list, really, here. To kind of shake you loose a little bit, get you back into that Fool energy, or get you into it altogether. Shake things loose, take that leap, right? It feels like there's, even though there's no sword here, overthinking or hyper-focusing, I would say, hyper-focusing and kind of, you know, kind of like when you're trying to think or remember something or remember a word, say, and you're like, it's at the tip of my tongue, it's at the tip of my tongue. Then you're focusing so hard. What was that word? What was that word? What was that word? And you're like, I can't remember, but it's still bothering you. And like an hour later, you're like, oh my God, it was spaghetti. That's the word. Or what, you know what I mean? Whatever that word is. It's like you almost have to leave the problem and focus on the tasks at hand, the things you can cross off your energetic to-do list. in order to come back into this and refocus and say, okay, right, this is where I was. This is what was missing. This is how I can keep going, right? Wheel of Fortune, shaking that up for you. Okay. Let's see here. Anything else for Scorpio? Anything else for Scorpio, please? 5 of Wands. King of Cups. Again, showing up here. Anything else for Scorpio? That Fool. Sun in the reverse. Engaging differently, right? So this idea, it's like, okay, you guys are at opposite sides here. You're kind of stuck, not really knowing what to do. Magician, knowing you got to motivate yourself, using the tools that you have within you to drive change and drive transformation energetically, right? Taking that work and working with it. 5 of Wands, different from this, right? There's active engagement happening. You are engaging with like-minded people or just people in general, right? Debate, competition, but healthy competition, right? In order to shake things loose a little bit. Sun in reverse. Now that's interesting. That's interesting here, but the Fool is still showing up, right? It's still like, okay, let's get out of this here. Let's get out of this funk, right? And it feels like with that 5 of Wands showing up in contrast to the 5 of Cups, you, Scorpio, feels like, okay, I got to engage a little bit. I got to distract myself here so that I can come back to this problem later, right? It's not time. You need to step away from the sun or step out of the sun in order to get back to the root of the problem here. Take that leap, right? 7 of Cups, quiet the mind, and you'll figure it out kind of deal, okay? King of Cups, 3 of Cups here. Yeah. Start something new. Put your heart into something new. Put your cup into something new, right? Judgment here. Is that what you're working towards? Is that the goal here? Wanting to try something new or wanting to put your effort into something different? And you're kind of like, I don't know how to do that. I can't really see it clearly. And so we're taking a step away from the problem. But then 3 of Pentacles here, there's an opportunity that comes to you that kind of sends you into that regardless. That's what I'm seeing, right? If you step away from the problem, it will fix itself. And that's kind of what I'm seeing for you, Scorpio. Okay? Very interesting reading here. Very interesting reading. Let's see if there's anything else just before I close off. Anything else for Scorpio? Any final thoughts for Scorpio for the week ahead? Any final thoughts for Scorpio for the week ahead? All right. That's interesting, right? So the King of Wands is showing up, but only after that work is being done, only after the Pentacles present themselves, right? So the King is focusing here. Your King of Cups, the King of your suit, your master energy, right? Mastering your suit, 3 of Pentacles, you're open to new opportunities. Perhaps that's where your awakening is, right? It happens on the ground, right? In real time, in your physical landscape. And it's interesting here. We had the 9 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles. Again, almost on opposite sides here. This idea of shaking loose, shaking certain things loose, engaging a little bit more than what you would normally with others, Scorpio, not just with yourself, right? For that financial security, stability, that kind of, nice 9 of Pentacles energy that we all love, and being successful, right? Feels like this is your pathway to success, stepping out of this problem for a little bit. 8 of Pentacles here, doing the work, right? You're doing the work regardless. And then that King of Wands showing up only after you have what? Grounded yourself with that Ace of Pentacle, right? It is coming to you. That's what I see. It's not yours to grab. It is coming to you. It is forcing your feet on the ground. And only after are these kings one after the other, right? It's almost like you're trying to, it's almost like you're trying to combat both energies at the same time, or do both at the same time. And the spirit is saying, no, 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 let's tackle one and then the other. And so it's trying to shake that loose out of you, right? Let's take yourself out of the problem. Let's get grounded a little bit. Let's focus on your core element here, King of Cups, and then get you grounded, keep you doing the work. And then that passion, that direction, and that guidance, right? Or that leading will come with that King of Wands energy here, right? Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands, right? This idea of balancing, right? Choosing, making the choice. One comes, then the other. Basics, right? Beautiful. I'm glad we pulled that last one because I was like, this is feeling incomplete. One first and then the other. One foot in front of the other. Beautiful. Keep an eye out for that pentacle, right? Keep an eye out for that grounding feeling, right? Beautiful reading, Scorpio, as always. I really appreciate you taking the time to get some guidance on the week ahead. And I appreciate you always showing up, stopping by. Okay? I wish you all the best for this week and always. And we'll see you next time. You take care.